Ah, okay, goody. You should go back to playing Nioh too? Why is that? Okay. Ugh. You need news about Neo 3. I can't stand speculating anymore. Fortunately, we're gonna get some very, very soon. Very soon. Tokyo Game Show is coming out. It's coming up in like by the end of this week. We'll be getting information very, very soon. But just a little bit longer. I hope there's a trailer on State of Play tomorrow. I hope so too. I hope we get more information. Can't bring any expectations. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping for news of a demo. So that'd be nice. Be like, oh my god, we're gonna play a demo. That would be pretty cool. But I guess we'll just have to find out, right? Since the first announcement was completely out of nowhere. In the June state of play, I expect a trailer with gameplay in new areas, new and old bosses too. I would love that. I would. I hope that's the case. Is there a Nioh 3 beta demo out already? No. There's no information about it. We're hoping to get more information from the Tokyo Game Show. But as of yet, there is nothing. Do I like Nioh's loot system? Not particularly. Like, there's just, like, the whole rarity thing is fine in my book, but, like, there's so much loot to sift through. It kind of gets exhausting after a while. Just, like, I'm sifting through so many soul cores. There's, like, it becomes a little overwhelming for me, to be honest. Alright, so am I happy with what I got? Key damage, check. Gap closer, check. 1-1's fire-based, cool. I'm praying that the beta can be available for PC as well. But in truth, we don't even know if the beta is real, yeah. I hope that's the case. Better than Stranger of Paradise loot management? Yeah, I know. There's too much loot. Either way. I don't want to deal with all that loot. Okay, I got Tsuchigumo Clawed Fists. I got my fists going on. I love Diablo, so I like Nioh, but I hate the awesome moves from small boss drops. Yeah. I mean, loot is like a very common thing in a lot of those RPGs. And I believe Yasuda himself is a big fan of Path of Exile. A Path of Exile and Complication go hand in hand. Considering the size of the map we saw, there has to be loot. That's good, but yes, I know it's too much for some. Yeah, it's too much for me. But it seems like they've also given measures to players to be able to, like, kind of work around that easily. So for example, for me, as I'm progressing through the game and just, like, leveling up and whatnot, they had like this option to basically select the best armor under certain agility classes. And I was like, I'm like, okay, that makes it easy. Just A agility or B agility or C agility or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I don't have to think about this loot shit for now, which is great. And then the moments where I want to be more deliberate about my gear, I can be, which is fantastic. If I don't want to min-max right now, I don't have to. I don't even have to think about it. Just button, A agility, okay. If I want to have more nuance, I can decide that on my own. I'm like, okay, that actually helps. Can you handle it? It's Nioh 3? I'm gonna have to, right? Only keep gear with 4-star effects minimum. Yeah. Even then I'll say, oh my gosh, guys, this is trash. Yeah, like I have this. I remember seeing a post on Reddit about a debate about whether we'll have another Nioh 3. And everyone said it was impossible. And then out of nowhere, a fucking Nioh 3 announcement comes out. Yeah. The funny thing is, too, when the Team Ninja was asked, like, hey, you guys have plans for a Nioh 3? And they're like, nah, maybe we'll revisit it, like, a few years down the line. But, like, right now, we're gonna focus on other projects. And, bro, they straight up fucking lied. They lied. Not like, yeah, well, we'll think about it right now, or, you know, they're like, nah, we're not dealing with it. It's a future thing. We're gonna try out other games in the meantime, and maybe if Nioh 3 comes around then, but we got no plans for it at this time. And it's such bullshit because they were planning Nioh 3. They were talking about it actively after they finished the Nioh 2 DLC. I'm like... they just... No, they... That's hilarious. So, to your statement, sometimes life is fair. This time is life was unfair, but in a fun way, because we're getting something, like, amazing. So, it's, to me, sometimes it's like, I didn't deserve this, but I will gladly take it. I legit thought they were done with Nioh 3 based on the, like, Yasuda's comments. I was like, all right, that's it. Like, Nioh 3, maybe like a few years down the line, but nope. They were planning it. They were actively planning it out. It was developer initiated. I'm like, okay. Like, they've known about this for years. So, like, it's awesome because, you know, that trailer that got dropped, it's like, we look at it in hindsight, it's like, oh, they've been dying to put this out. But it looks like this has been established for a while. We just didn't know about it, so it's a very pleasant surprise. So I'm very happy with that. Thoughts on Tokyo Game Show this week? Yeah, I'm very excited for it. I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping, though, we can get more information, not just about the game, but things like a demo, like another round of beta, like a Nioh 3 beta. And I'm hoping if they do have that, we can again give them feedback. Because one thing I know many players, or not too many, but enough players anyway, are concerned about, like, weapons being locked to one style. And so I think really understanding the root issue behind that and really understanding what could be done potentially to satisfy kind of the core thing that people are worried about losing rather than just the surface like, oh, we need to just have every weapon and every style, but really addressing it in a way that fulfills their game vision and is a feel-good thing all around is one thing I would want developers to be able to do, and to do that well, they need some feedback. And yeah, and with that feedback, I hope it goes in the same direction that happened with the last round of feedback, which was like, I think by and large, it was just like universal acclaim for it. I mean, at least for me, I'll just speak for myself, but it was like, I was like, 2 weapons per style? I didn't think they would do that, but okay. Oh, all ninja weapons are getting more slots for skills? I'm like, okay, wait, living artifact can now use martial arts? I'm like, yeah, I mean, all right, like, yes. And then there were so many other things I was like blown away by. Like, I think they are going to have like jutsu cancels like normalized, like summoning seals, just a normal thing to use to cancel certain actions. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, base mechanic, sweet. So like a lot of those things are awesome, and I just hope that they continue. And that's why I'm hoping that not only do we get a beta demo, but we can also get feedback. We can give the chance to give them feedback on it, and the community can do what they did last time, and that the developers take the feedback we give to them and make Nioh 3 even more enjoyable. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for when it comes to the Tokyo Game Show, and of course, a lot of cool things that'll be revealed. So, hope that answers your question. I'm not Gaki Lama. Sean, do not say that. Alright, so not just a Nioh 3A, but it's Nioh in an open zone, not an open world, with gigantic maps and yokai, living weapons, soul crystals, yeah, jump, a lot of stuff. It's pretty wild. They're taking what good they had from Ronin and adding it to Nioh 3. Yeah. And I'm curious, since there's a ninjas class, if the Hayabusa set will have its own unique style. Because, you know, it's Nioh, it will have Dragon Ninja in it. I don't know how they'll work with that. But one thing I know what I'm hoping for is that they finally add Flying Swallow to Nioh. Okay? Goofer Llama? I'll take that. Hey, what's up, Broly? I'm doing pretty well. Well, we have scrolls. They didn't talk about it, but truth be told, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Do you think we will have more news than what we had from the IGN gameplay? Absolutely. IGN, while they got access to the demo, a demo of sorts, look, I'm gonna put this in the nicest way possible. This is IGN versus Team Ninja. Team Ninja is at Tokyo Game Show, or quite, you know, it's Tokyo Game Show. It's like it's a very big thing in Japan, from what I understand. And we're going to have, like, the producers actually play the game and talk about it. So I expect a lot more in-depth, a lot more very tailored news, a lot of big things. Is it true we will have a Ninja Gaiden 4 demo? From my understanding, the Tokyo Game Show will have one on site. I don't know if there'll be a public demo. I think that's up to Xbox ultimately decide, because they're the ones publishing it. But it seems like with the game Ninja Gaiden 4 coming out in less than a month, probably not. I'd probably want people to try out Game Pass. I can't say. I don't know. I also hope there's more yokai in the game. Telling about the recent gameplay, I'm guessing it's certain yokai and the environments they fit in. Yeah, I'm sure. They added quite a few new yokai and modified a lot of existing ones. I wanted a trailer with the gameplay of all the weapons for Nioh 3. So far, based on some footage, I suspect that the base game will have 14 weapons. 7 for samurai style, 7 for ninja style. And yeah, that's my guess. I don't know. They might add more. I have no clue. No, I don't want to talk about the Gaki Chief. That thing can go die in a fire. Boofer, there's news. There'll be a demo for Asia on PS5 Xbox. I mean, we'll just see if it applies globally then. I don't know. I've just heard about it in the Tokyo Game Show. If there's a demo for Ninja Gaiden 4, but I'm sure they'll make it very, 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 very clear that is for the public at large. So right now, because it's uncertain, I would just say, it's probably not for most of us. So just wait and see. Based on what's been shown in the demo, what's your take on how Omnia Magic works, the positive and negatives? For me, I don't have enough data, truth be told, to really make any, like, big sweeping conclusions. But, you know, I'm very curious. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm curious to see how it'll pan out. I might have certain concerns, but, like, I just don't have enough data to feel like I can even make a good statement about it. I believe each class can use all weapons, like Ninja will use Katana, but in a different way like the duels. Samurai have those as well. Right, like, they are planning on having some exclusive weapons for styles. So, you know, I can't necessarily say anything beyond that, like, we'll just have to see how it feels. That's why I'm actually hoping that we get a beta, so that we can give feedback on whatever weapons are reworked. Damn it. For me, with so back to the Omnia Magic thing, there wasn't too much of a focus on it besides just the introduction to the yin and yang system, and I just don't know how it's going to fully play out. Hey, what's up, Dante? Hey, Zealot. Did I fight William in Rise of the Ronin? Yeah, I did. The weapon I'm most curious to see about how they change is a tonfa. Right! I want to like dabble with that as well. What will that be like? I have no clue. That's why I want to... That's why I'm hoping I could play around with the beta to really feel like how different tonfa can be. Is it gonna feel good? You know, some people had concerns about... whatchamacallit? About Demon Dance, right? So, will people have... Will I be able to... not only Demon Dance, but put out a lot of pressure for tonfas? Or if not, what's gonna be the substitute? Like, just a lot of those questions I want to understand the answers to. What do I think is more fun, tonfa or fists? Oh, fist probably more fun just because of all the variety it has. You got me good. Just started a playthrough of Nioh 1 for the first time, and your videos from years ago have been a godsend, so thank you. New to Nioh in general. You're welcome. I'm glad my stuff could help. Hey Golden Seed, how you doing? I'm curious too about the... I'm curious about everything with ninja style. I'm more curious about that than samurai style, but that doesn't mean I think samurai style is going to be inherently worse. It's just ninja style is brand new, so I want brand new, you know? The limitless skill for fist when used with arts proficiency is activated is what I'm curious about. I know, it seems like just limitless for free. I mean, you can do water sword for free with arts proficiency. Yeah, Golden Seed, I'm not doing that. I'm doing Odachi Fists because I want to. This is awkward. You're gonna come over here? Guess not. Okay. Thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. Yes, I am on Twitch as well. Oops. Yeah, arts proficiency is going to be pretty wild. Meant the whiff? That's what I'm curious about. Wait, I'm a little confused. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm curious about when it comes to how samurai style and ninja style will function together. I don't know what to expect, so a lot of fun to be had. I've noticed corruption is your go-to when it comes to elements. Does that mean it's the best out of all elements? It's just because I like it. It's just because I like it. Corruption isn't the best element. I won't say there's necessarily a best one. For me, I like to have corruption because it's the best for me personally, but for other people, not so much. If I really wanted to go all out with my power, the truth is I would use all 5. All of them. Because, let me just give a rundown about how each of the 5 elements works. Scorch is damage over time, which is useful. Saturate is enemies take 20% extra damage. Electrified is they get slowed down, which is very useful, and arguably for many players, it's nice to have a fast enemy become a lot slower. Purity means they can't buff, and they take 50% extra key damage. That's wild. The corruption element in of itself, so if I inflict corruption on somebody, they take 30% extra key damage, and if I attack them, I can kind of get some key back. So for me, since I play very aggressively, inflicting corruption on an enemy is awesome. And, not to mention, as Zealot is saying, having a corrupted weapon equals purple glowing sword, which looks really cool. But there's pros and cons to everything on some level. But I would say, like, these are very powerful, and these are, like, great. So oftentimes you'll see players stick with one of these, and then go with these. Many builds are designed around corrupted weapons because corrupted weapons can awaken to do extra, like, damage and have extra power to them. But still pretty cool. So I hope that makes sense. It is basically just because I like it. Alright, so Dante, what you meant was, will the whiff be faster? Because sometimes because of the normal delay. Oh, would we get a faster recovery? I don't know. That's a great question. Like, if we do limits, or limitless in arts proficiency, do we recover quickly or no? Can we chain things together? How's it gonna work? That's an excellent question. Am I playing Kill Chaos Man? Yeah, you bet. Play Kusarigama and Dual Swords? I don't want to, so I'm not going to.